Welcome back to Golf Life. Clay Simpson from SkyGolf, an old friend of mine from many, many years. Way back when SkyGolf started, we started working with you guys. Clay, great to have you join me here on the show. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it.
SkyGolf started with a little black unit. We shot at I think it was Champions Gate Golf Course. We had all these golfers and all these people, and we did this thing of having them. They didn't know what it was. It was technology. How does this work? It was amazing at that time. It was simple, but it worked. And obviously, you guys are like the Xerox, if you will, of distance measuring devices. Tell us about SkyGolf and what made SkyGolf unique from the very get-go.
The question of golfers of how far am I to point X?
Right.
If I'm standing on the tee box and I'm looking down the fairway, how far is it till the fairway runs out? Where's a good safe landing area? How far is that? When I'm in the fairway, how far am I to that bunker that's in front of the green? Because what we do is we actually send mappers to the golf course with survey grade GPS equipment that will actually walk that golf course and see it from the golfer's perspective.
So we've established the SkyGolf then it has really good maps. We know that the data is as good as you can get. Devices have improved dramatically. You sent me the new 4X, the Pro 4X, which is just the coolest little piece of equipment. Talk about those intensely detailed maps, accurate maps, and putting them into technology that works on the golf course.
What we did is with the new Pro 5X and the new Pro 4X is we went out to find the best new commercial grade GPS antenna, GPS engine that will make our devices even more accurate. Between the antenna and the engine in these devices, it'll flush out the bad data that you could possibly get. So it makes our devices even more accurate. 95% of the time, 1 to 3 yards of where you're standing is where you are.
Right. And knowing if you want to do this concept of the aiming cone, right, where you're playing your shot shape. We were out at Rain Dance yesterday and there's a ravine. That cone has to work from that ravine out to the left if that ravine's on the right, right? Well, this kind of technology allows me to know exactly what that problem, where that hurt is on that ravine, and knowing my ball flight, where I absolutely stop having double, triple bogeys because I don't hit it in that junk. Is that kind of...
That's absolutely correct. Just like with the SkyCaddie, I can plan a tee shot, right? I can use the interactive hole view. I don't know how well you can see this here, but I can move this tracer around and get numbers from what I'm looking at. And I can see, I'm 234 to my target and the fairway runs out at 265. So that gives me a little bit more information knowing if I hit it somewhere in there, in that zone, you're talking about zones, if I can hit it something between 235 and 265 in that area, I'm going to be in the fairway. So what are my calculated risk on hitting that shot?
And these devices are so quick and fast. They're built for the task at hand. This is not a phone, right?
Correct. It is not a phone. No.
It's not a phone, and it's pretty much going to be charged, ready to roll, easy to turn on, quick GPS. And from what I understand, you now have tagging as well, so I can actually track all of my shots and not have to think about it. How does that work?
Yeah, we have these little jewels right here. We have the game track system and we have the swing track system. So the game track system, what it does is it will track your game. You'll put one of these little tags in the butt end of your club. So when I grab that club out, it knows that I'm hitting driver off this tee box. And I'll have my device with me, of course. So it'll know the exact position. And then when I hit it, wherever I go to stop and get my next club, it'll tell me how far I hit it. But then on the back end, I can go back and I can see club head speed, my hand tempo, my club tempo.
Really?
Yeah. What was the angle of the club at address? What was the angle of the trug at impact?
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is really, really cool. All the information it gets.
I just got this in my pocket all the time, and I don't have to mess around. I just, and then after, so could I use it in a training session at the range, for example?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. When you pull out the driver, you're going to say you're practicing your drives. Every time you hit a golf ball, it's going to give you all that data on that swing.
On this screen.
And it'll come right there on that screen.
Well, Clay, thank you so much. Again, tell people how to get more information about SkyGolf. SkyCaddie is an awesome brand, and learn more about the company.
SkyCaddie.com on your website. Go to our website. Go to YouTube page and search for SkyGolf or SkyCaddie. And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all those crazy social medias out there.
Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed talking to Clay. Clay, thanks for giving us some insight into how you can maybe get better with understanding your game.
Thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it, and good seeing you again.
Great to see you.